Hey there, book lovers.
And welcome to the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads, where two sisters dive headfirst into the world of spicy romance.
I'm Blondie.
And I'm Mare, and if there's one thing we love, it's a book that brings the heat.
From the slow burns that make you swoon to the downright scandalous reads that leave you blushing.
We're here to break it all down with hot takes, steamy plot recaps, and plenty of laughs.
No trope is off limits, no book is too spicy. Whether you're a seasoned romance reader
or just dipping your toes into the world of smutty fiction, we've got you covered.
So grab a drink,
get cozy, and let's talk spice. Hello!
Welcome back, everybody.
I almost forgot which button to push.
Uh-oh. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Blondie. I'm your chaos coordinator, and today we have a special bonus episode. And this one, we'll be talking about the Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat.
And I'm Mare, your TBR enabler, and listen between the swag, the authors, the narrators, and the staff, and the staff keeping the romance readers wrangled. We've got stories. It was a fantastic experience.
It was so much fun.
It was absolutely fun. So
this very special bonus episode of the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads. Get ready.
Yep, we're talking about our experience at the Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat 2025 that happened the weekend of September 5th through the 7th here in Denver, Colorado.
It's very exciting because it was in our hometown.
I know, it was a ton of fun. All right. So let's give a quick summary of the event. So the Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat was all about getting back to the basics of book events. More signing time, more author and narrator exposure, and more meaningful connections between readers and creators.
The general admission included meals, a plated dinner, games and prizes, and two full signing sessions, panels, and of course, a loaded bag of swag.
Yeah, over the weekend, readers had the chance to meet with a wide range of romance authors and audiobook narrators, from big names like Pam Godwin and S.J. Tilley to fresh new voices supported by the event's New Author Scholarship Fund.
Yeah, it's very cool. With its focus on intimacy, community, and affordability, the retreat promised and delivered an experience that left readers a little spoiled and definitely coming home with heavier suitcases, which we witnessed a lot of.
Oh my gosh, the amount of book purchasing, even the amount of book purchasing I did.
And I did.
And again, I'm an audiophile. So I listened to all my books on audio, but I bought a lot of books.
You did buy a lot of books.
So did you. You bought books too.
This is just her books.
Yes, this is my book haul, which some of them, okay, to be fair. What was it? This one I already had.
That one she already had.
Sorry, this one I already had. I just had it signed by the author. And then two books came free in the swag bag.
This is true.
As well as an author came. Was it an author or an event staffer? I think it was another author came up and gave me another book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what that red one is down there under the bottom.
Oh, very nice.
It was just someone gave me a book and was like, here, I had a duplicate. No. And it was great. So yeah, lots of books. She forgot all of her swag. So we only get to see my swag.
You're going to miss a big, beautiful pink book.
The big, beautiful pink book.
I fucking love it.
You suck for not bringing it.
I know. Well, I put all of them on my thing and I look at them.
You just look at them in awe. Like, oh, it's like a shrine.
Yeah, it's a shrine to all their authors. That would be weird, but maybe it happened.
All right. Moving on.
Real fast. Let's before we dive in, don't forget to follow us and join our sisterhood.
You forgot our quick announcements.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez, dude.
I thought, so don't worry. We recorded a lot of film and interviews at the Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat. And this is just our summary. And then we will post our full video of all the interviews, all the narrators, and some man on the street interviews that we did as well that were really fun. We met some really awesome people. And that will post after this episode.
Yeah, so this is just our experience and showing you some of the goodies and stuff, but our vlog will basically be posting shortly after. So you get double the fun.
Double the fun.
So, all right, now we can do social media shout outs.
Okay, before we dive in, don't forget to follow us and join the sisterhood. We're on.
We're on TikTok at the Steamy Sisterhood and YouTube at Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
And don't forget to check out our Etsy store at Steamy Sisters Co. So lots of fun stuff there. Our Etsy store is going to go through a revamp, so it should look different here shortly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe give it a month.
I don't know. We got lots of photos to take and all that good stuff. I swear to God, you probably screwed up the headphones, the
No, they're fine.
microphones.
But you're like, you need to either move it more in front of your face. No, not closer to your face, but you keep looking this way, and then you're not talking into it. So maybe
Is that better?
Well, you don't have to. You could move it to you.
Well, you just
won't
told
hurt
me
it.
not to move it.
It won't hurt it. No, I meant like move it like more like in front of you, so you don't have to.
Are you happy now? Is this better?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, what more do you want?
I want everything.
Well, I'm trying to like look at our audience and look at you.
I know, so that's why I think if you have it kind of further out and in the middle, you'd be good.
It is in the middle. I don't know what more in the middle you want. Seriously, you need to be more specific. Move it yourself. I don't know what more you want.
No, you were
Now we have, I feel like we have to cut this whole section out.
Why?
Because we're like spending like 10 minutes arguing about a microphone.
They don't care.
I would care. This would be annoying. All right. Moving on.
First impressions. So we don't have.
We didn't do the fancy. Well, here, we can do this. Meet the madness.
Oh, yeah. And our first impressions. So share your first impressions of walking in the venue. Energy, decor, overall feel. What did you think?
Just check. My microphone looks weird now. I thought it was awesome. I thought that the event staff really did a great job of organizing the whole event. A lot of the vendors were already pre-set up. Like there was whole tables of book and reading related free garb to take. Like there was there were 2 giant 8-foot round tables at this hotel of free stickers. Like just piles and piles of stickers.
Yeah.
And they're all just fun reading related stuff. They're really super cute. Let's see what else. I think Friday was pretty quiet because it was setup day. Friday afternoon. Everybody was setting up, getting ready. That type of thing.
Yeah. So what moment made you realize like, oh, this is going to be a thing?
I think it was about 3/4 of the way through the main room setup when everybody was pretty much there and everybody was doing their pop-ups of everything. Like all the authors were setting up the amount of merchandise and free swag and books, and some of them were pretty extravagant setups.
Yeah.
Like in general, like some of the authors had full-on backdrops with lighting to do TikToks and pictures in front of. And again, my first book con in 20 years, I think for me, it was impressive. It was pretty cool. What about you?
My first ever. And I think it was like wrapping up that Friday night when everybody's stuff was like getting set up and we were kind of doing a walkthrough. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a thing. And then we walked out and I wasn't expecting to meet like not vendors, but what are like attendees. And they all had like huge bags full of trading stuff and all kinds of shit too. And I was like, this is a whole different community I did not know existed.
Oh, yeah. The amount of stuff that people brought to either give away or trade or exchange or just for funsies as like the amount of swag I got from just event goers was amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking of swag from event goers, should I mention this?
For sure.
So on that first day, again, the giant sticker table. So these were hold on. Wait for it.
Yes!
So we had our event passes, which were just plain passes that said vendor on them. I put our sticker on it because we were there as influencers, which is weird to say that we're influencers. We're baby influencers.
We're working on it.
We have just this tiny little podcast, but so yeah, at the sticker table, we met this amazing woman. Oh, dang it, I forgot to get her name.
P.S. Both of us are terrible at names and remembering them. So
Terrible
don't take
at-
it personal, but we remember you with the glasses.
Well, I'm going to go get her name here in a second when you talk about something because I want to shout out her business and her name because she was awesome.
She was awesome.
So this wonderful sweet lady with the most fabulous glasses that I've ever seen gave us these free little zipper pouches to keep goodies in, and I used it for all the stickers that I got from the sticker table and from people. And again, I hooked it to my badge that I had to wear. And then also a fun thing that I had gotten for Blondie and I is I had bought her one of these book wallet things. Mine's Pride and Prejudice, and I got her Does It Hurt? And they're just mini wallets with these little keychains, which worked great for this event because we were able to hook our wallets and our little pouches to our badges. And then, of course, like the amount of, again, just stuff and flair that just kept accumulating. Like I have buttons and pins, and some of them aren't even on here because I already put them on like my book journals and stuff like that. But yeah, we just got an amazing amount of just goodies from attendees. It was so welcoming.
Yeah.
Do you think that the vibe matched what you imagined from the website and all the... Oh, oops. Well, sorry. I would have zoomed back out
You
eventually.
didn't have to say anything. You could have just done it.
Do you feel better now?
No, I mean, they definitely can just look at you for sure. I can just
Well,
be
I just wanted
the
to
man
show 'em-
behind the curtain.
I'm going to zoom up on you for the next question. Did the vibe match from what you imagined from the website and the promotional stuff that you saw on social media, like on their Instagram page and whatnot?
No, I think it was way cooler than what I anticipated it to be. I thought it was so well done. It was so fun. I don't think you really, unless you've been to it before, I don't think you really knew what you were getting into. And it was so well put together.
Yeah,
It's not what I expected at all.
I definitely think that compared to the event, the stuff that was their promotional stuff was a lot more toned down, and the event itself was a lot more fun and exciting, and it seemed a little muted in their promotional stuff versus when you're there, it just the energy level was so high,
Yeah, agreed.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. So did you have any fangirl freezes or moments walking in?
The only one was when Pam Godwin came in and I could see her because she was like 3 aisles down from us and she was setting up her stuff, and I was just like, oh, there she is. She's like 3 aisles away. That was my little fangirl moment. That was about it. What about you? Did you have any fangirl moments?
No, not really.
Are you sure? Not even with one of the narrators?
No, I didn't.
Even
I
with
didn't
the
know.
growl?
I mean, the growls and all that were great, but I didn't know them beforehand.
Oh, okay.
So
That
I
makes
can't
sense.
fangirl unless I, was a fan before.
So you didn't have any fangirl moments at all?
Not really, but now I would if I met them again, like met everybody again, because I'd be like, oh my God, I fucking know you. And we have met before and I love you. But not before that.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the swag and goodies haul.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to show the book nook?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you show that and I'll zoom up on your camera when you grab it. Just try not to dump everything out of it. So there's a fantastic, ready? Whoop. It's this little tiny bookshelf because a bunch of the authors had these 3D printed miniatures. Yes, there's his QR code. Please scan, check out his website. It's called 3D Nook. Very cool guy. I was going to say, get closer. She's going to dump all the books out. Watch. They're all going to be like "Brrr" on the floor. So there it is. It's totally this cute little bookshelf. And a bunch of the authors had 3D printed or had their books miniaturized and 3D printed. And were giving them out at their tables for free as like swag. So it's really cool. And then some of the authors even signed some of the back of their books, which I thought was super sweet. So if you didn't buy the physical book, you could have a signed mini book to go in your mini 3D book nook. So obviously some of the other things in there besides the mini books were things that were given as swag or were just part of the experience overall. There was a whole trade table. So a table where attendees and authors could put swag items on the table, and it was like take a penny, leave a penny situation, and it was just packed. So anyway, 3D Nook, they made this amazing little bookshelf, and a bunch of the authors had these 3D printed books. It was one of my favorite items from the whole day, other than books. It was one of my most non-book favorite things. So zooming out. Whoop. All right, let's see what other swag and goodies. I already showed you the cute zipper pouch. Let's see, what else? What else came in? So in our swag bag from the event staff themselves, we got this awesome water bottle that says Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat, which was great. It also had, that was one of those book holder things you put on your thumb to hold the book open when you read. She shall prepare and demonstrate. Anyway, so in our swag bag, we got everything from 2 free books to a water bottle. Just wait. To a fan because it did get warm at times. To, let's see, what else did we get? We got a lot of stuff. We got a stuffed animal, some stickers, bookmarks. I'm forgetting stuff off the top of my head, but there was a lot in the swag bag. Stickers, bookmarks, water bottle, stuffed animals, 2 free books. Oh, and a little like zipper pouch of pens and an autograph book. So that was also in the swag bag from the event itself. That came in a tote. And here is what the tote looks like. It just says Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat, and this thing had a bunch of stuff in it. So zooming out. Anyways, so let's see. Obviously, I bought a lot of books. We're going to obviously read and review them eventually in the podcast.
Yeah, a lot of them are on our TBR at the moment, which we will go over in episode
21?
20 or 21?
20, sorry. Episode 20. Next episode. All right. So any surprises you didn't expect as far as signed items or unique freebies?
Unique freebies, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Unique freebies. I don't know why. It's weird. I didn't expect so many authors.
I was going to say. Keep going.
Yeah, I didn't expect so many authors to have so many fun things at their tables. And I just really enjoyed, I mean, even like, they had fun, like, fan art. And I loved...
Oh my God, the art.
I loved their... will you zoom in on me?
Yeah.
I loved the fact that you could go to a table, like this is Pam's, and it had, like, all their books. It's, like, really blown out. I'll show you 2 of them.
They have their complete, like, anthology list of series and the orders to read them in and so on. Which was really cool that you could get, like, a full book list from authors.
That really surprised me. I really liked that about it because if you weren't sure or you didn't know exactly all the books, because they didn't have, could you imagine?
Here, why don't you hold up?
Baca bringing all these books, which she did, but again, like enough copies to sell it to a bunch of people.
Hold up those guys. I'm gonna zoom in on you again. Like these were just some like info cards that were given by authors about either certain series. Like it was like a card, and then on the back obviously took you to her website if you scanned the QR code. But like they're really like just some of the promotional stuff was so unique, so original, like nothing I've ever seen before.
Oh, this is
DL Blade.
DL Blades, yeah. And so it gives you her book, kind of
Like the tropes.
on the front, and then download the Kindle, and it gives you like her TikTok. I just think these were so cool because even if they weren't like maybe at their table at the time, and then you could get some really cool fan art.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the fan art.
It was just nice to be like, oh, yeah, like maybe I'd be interested in it. And you don't
let me
have
see
to buy
it.
the book, but you could scan the QR code and put it like on your TBR if you wanted to. But
Yeah.
I've never been to a book conference before, and I'm sure everybody that's listens to us that are bookies, if you will, are like, yeah, done that.
Bookies. They're bookies. They're taking bets later.
But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was really nice.
Well, and like so like on this one, like on these cards that Blondie was holding up, it like gives you an idea of what the book is about, like pirates and sirens, an epic journey, saving a kingdom, evil prince, fairies, elves, and dragons. So you got an idea like of generally like what's in it, what it might be about, and then it's like, and here's my social media, and oh by the way, download it on Kindle, and it has the QR code, and like every author had something similar to this at their table.
Or they had their huge list.
Or they have their complete book list, like Pam or Nicole Blanchard or Samantha Baca had complete book lists. And there were so many authors there. There were so many that we didn't even get to meet everybody. There were so many. And we were there for 2 whole days. And I still didn't make it. Like we never got to meet SJ Tilly.
Yeah, she was so busy though.
Her table was packed solid every day, all day long.
Well, people had wristbands for times for her.
Yeah, they had like time slots. Like if you had the purple wristband, it was your time to go.
To her table.
Yeah, and so it was really cool. Let's talk about the fan art and the pictures at tables. So I'm gonna here. Do you want me to give you a couple, and you can hold up a couple, and I'll hold up a couple?
Well, I was just gonna bring them up to them.
Oh well, I was gonna zoom in on each of us.
You can't really see it though.
Well, you can't really see it there either.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but now it's got like your big body in the way. Sit back down.
No, if you can't see it otherwise.
I don't want to give away, like they also should go to a book convention. They'll get things like this too.
There's a little sneaky peek.
So it's like fan art. I'm going to zoom in on me because I'm lazy and I'm not going to get up. So that's just me. So I'm going to zoom in on mine. Plus mine might be a little bit more. So like here's another one of 2 characters from a book. And then I'm going to have all right, here's a naughty one. Okay. As far as the fan art, there's a thing where if you go over and you pick up a fan art and it's just the QR code, if you flip it over, it's got the fan art version, or I shouldn't say fan art, the illustrated version of of a spicy scene. And they were really graphic. So here is one. I'm going to put up the wee woos. So if you want to skip past this, or if you're watching this on a TV or your phone, this is the one section that is not safe for work. So you ready? So the wee woos are up. So and I'm purposely not getting closer because I don't want to get flagged by any algorithms. But like this is just one of them, and this is a mild one with a woman being ravaged by a tentacle creature, and that's all I'm going to say. So there was some monster romance there, obviously, and it's very graphic, and that's all the closer I'm going to get to this situation. So, all right. Spoilers down and back to our regularly scheduled program. So anyway, the illustrated art was at every table and it was absolutely amazing. So that was also really impressive. Some of the other fun swag that was given away at tables, including things like the buttons that I showed you earlier, were things like, and we're going to zoom back in again. Some authors had koozies that were there. There were coasters. There was just like anything and everything you can think of. Oh, one other awesome thing is 2 authors had combined their Renee Rose and Vanessa Vale had come together and written a book together.
They have written tons of books together.
I know. So one of the books, called Untamed, was free. Like, they gave away a full-on free book. And like I said, we got a couple in the swag bags, but that was part of the general admission ticket. But
They were giving those out.
They were just giving these out, and like it not that it's a giant, fat, super thick novel. I mean,
I think it's just the first chapter.
I don't know. Let's see. You keep talking, and I'll look.
Yeah, I think it. So, Vanessa and Rose have written numerous cowboy romances together, and I really enjoyed actually interviewing them. It was really fun. So make sure you check it out.
No, I think this is a full book. I just think it's a novella.
Oh.
I think it's just like a short story written by both of them. And I think that's why it's cool. Like, it's a full-on printed, bound, free book. And I was really impressed by a lot of the free swag from a lot of the authors. It was really impressive, in my opinion. There was even more than that. Like, that's just what I picked up as I walked through.
Nice.
So, all right. Sorry. Zooming out.
I'm like, okay.
You could just remind me nicely.
I can't remind you.
All right. Which item will definitely end up on your desk, book nook, etc.?
Which part are we on? Swag and Goodie Hall?
Yeah. I just asked you a question. Talk about your big pink book.
I will. Let me see if my microphone's still freaking working. I don't know. It keeps...
I can hear you just fine.
I know. I fixed it like 8 times while you were talking. My favorite is probably my big pink book.
And the author?
Of course, is Rachel, right? Can you give me, so I don't fuck up her name? Thank you. Rachel Rainier. And this is also her book, and I love her little piggy. But I was like, oh, I'm just going to try this book out, this big pink book, and it's all her series right there. And the one on the left is the big pink one. It's a series that she's written, and I think it's 3 books. And I started it, and I've already finished it, and I loved it. And Biscuit is my favorite. And I wish I would have read her books before I met her, because I definitely would have fangirled over her.
Oh,
because
yeah?
her books are very well. I really like her writing.
Yeah. I haven't read my book by her yet. Oh, should we tell them the story about this book and why I got it?
Yeah.
So let me take down. Sorry, it's like at the very end of my Steam Deck. Okay. So the whole reason why she got the big pink book, because you loved the cover, right? Wasn't that the reason why you picked
I
the pink?
asked her which book she would recommend, and her 2 helpers were like, "Oh, this
Her
is
PAs.
Yeah, they were like, "Here, check this one out." And I was like, and it's big and pink. Yes, please.
So
It does not clash with any of my other books on my shelf.
it's big and fluorescent pink.
It
It is really beautiful. And I love that a lot of her books have illustrations.
The art in it. Okay, so as I'm listening to this book, because I do a lot of Audible, and so as I'm listening to it, so I bought it on Audible, which is crazy, but you can go through the book and look at the illustrations in it and really see what these characters look like for her. And that was probably one of the better parts, is she really has a lot of illustrations in that book. None in that book?
What?
No illustrations?
There's no illustrations in this book, but that's all right. So Blondie and I didn't necessarily buy the same books at every author. If we bought a book from an author, which I thought was really cool, is that she would get
to.
Yeah, she would get something different than I would get. So she bought the big pink book from Rachel Rainier. And we were talking to her. Her and her PA were like, "Oh my gosh, you look like this character on this book. Like, it's you." And so this is literally the reason why I bought this book. And I'll get up and get closer, and then you have to talk about it, or you have to get closer.
Well, you're the one that bought the book, so I feel like you should be Yeah, doesn't it look just like her? And just so you guys also know that pigs are my spirit animals, so it kind of fit our little theme, but I think the artistry is just awesome, and you have to read this book.
So anyway, her PA and her insisted that I get this book
Because it looked like you.
because the main character looked like me, and I was like, heck yeah, I'll get it. So I got Amethysts and Alchemy, which I actually really am excited to read. And she got the big pink book, which do you even know the name of it?
No, I just call it the Big Pink Book.
Oh, this is a standalone, which is another reason why I liked
Yeah.
it. It was like a single
Very-
standalone book. Was yours the Gilded Blood series or
Yeah.
the Lightning Conjurer series?
The Gilded Blood.
There we go. So you got the Gilded Blood series in full in the big pink book, right?
I believe so, yeah. What
Yeah.
is it? The titles?
Inked, Jinxed, Linked, and Synced, and Silver Blood. Or there's the Awakening, the Enlightening, the Christening, and the Reckoning.
Holy shit, I don't even know.
Dude,
I flew-
open it up on your phone.
Oh, God.
We're terrible with names. Like, there's a reason why we have notes. But anyways, we were talking about what will end up on our desk, book nook, etc.
It's the complete Gilded Blood complete series. It's 40 hours, and I blew through it in a week.
Yeah, so the Gilded Blood series, that was the first one. It was
I didn't
Inked,
really
Jinxed.
realize that was all those books.
Yeah, so it's 5 books.
No way.
Yahweh, I'm looking at it. The
Dude,
first book is Inked, second book is Jinxed, third book is Linked, fourth book is Synced, and the fifth book is Silver Blood.
Okay, so I didn't the point 5 isn't part of it. I haven't
Is
read
that Silver Blood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. That's a prequel. So the first 4 books are in the big pink book. We just spent a lot of time on that one author.
I didn't even realize. You just don't want to stop. It's a really good. It's really well written. I really liked it. I loved the characters. I loved her. I loved the main male character. I loved her Jewish mother. Like, I loved all of it.
Like I said, I'm excited to read. I really enjoy standalone books. I like being able to pick up a book, read a complete story, and set it down. I'm a fan of standalone, so I'm excited to read my one standalone book, and there'll be more in the future.
Oh, for sure. I'm laughing because at the end of every of those books, she goes through like it's the author, and she goes through like all the like definitions of these Jewish words that she uses, and it just
the terminology. So
it just fucking cracked me up every time. Because she'd be like, "Oh, this is what what we call our grandparents," or like she would just kind of go back to her lifestyle. It was like funny.
I'm trying to think of what was the one thing that I would put. I think the one thing that will end up like sitting out is not necessarily a book, because I mean, you can't see behind us, but this is my office / craft room where we film. And this is filled with a bunch of stuff, but I don't necessarily have a lot of bookshelves. So I'm not quite sure where like all of my books are going to live that you see set out as studio props every time we film. I still have yet to figure out where I'm going to put them all, because apparently we just keep accumulating books, even though 99.9% of the time we're listening to them.
Yeah.
So anyways, long story short, I would
Sorry,
say
that's the one stood out for me. Which one stood out for you?
book or just item. I think it says item. I think the one thing that'll probably sit out on my desk all the time will probably be my 3D Nook, the little bookshelf, because I can put it right above my monitors and hopefully continue to go to book conventions and get more mini books to fill it up.
Yeah.
Because that's a bookshelf that I can easily fit into my room.
Right.
I have a whole nother problem to solve with all of this, which I have yet to figure out. So that's for future me to figure out, is what to do with all of my beautiful new books, including all the ones that I've been accumulating since we've been doing this podcast for the last 6 months. Because again, I don't own enough bookshelves, or I don't have space in my house for a bookshelf. So I will be figuring that out later. But anyway, moving on. Let's see. Author encounters and highlights. So
it's what was so funny conversations, emotional moments, the inside scoop. if you will.
We met so many fun and amazing authors.
A lot of local authors.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
did not realize that.
yeah, I would say like half, if not more, were Colorado authors, like independent, local here to Colorado authors, which is also a big bonus for all of our subscribers and people that watch our channel. Is hopefully we'll be having some guest appearances of some of these authors to join in on some of our episodes where we actually talk about the books.
Yeah, and get there, and we can ask them all kinds of questions that I didn't get to ask them at the conference.
I know, again, there were so many, like, I can think of, let's see, DL Blade. She was amazing. Holly Roberts. I really loved her. Oh, I just lost her. Samantha Baca was a sweetheart. I don't know if I can't remember if she's local.
She's not local, I don't think.
Vanessa Vale is local, but I think that, hold on.
There was a bunch.
Again, I'm terrible with names. Renee Rose. I think she's Arizona.
Or Utah, something like that. I feel
Yeah,
like
they live close. I think one of them's like New Mexico, one of them's southern Colorado, something like that, or vice versa. God, there were so many. The wonderful author that was directly across from our table.
Oh, shit.
What was her name? Was it Emily?
I believe so. No, that's not. That's Lily. Lillian, right?
God, I'm so terrible with names. We really need to do a better job with names, but we met her and her husband, and he was there helping her with her table.
We didn't get a chance to interview. She was busy every time we were going past her.
Yeah, we didn't get an opportunity to talk to her, but
we talked to her independently, like
privately
off
and camera.
What a wonderful author! Like, I loved her story. Yeah, we definitely have to reach out to her.
I know. Like I said, there were if you still Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat or website still has the complete list of the attending authors that came and links to their websites and such, and you can check them all out. I can't. Let me put it this way: there is not one author that I either met or spoke to or interviewed that I didn't love. Mm-hmm. Again, they were all so wonderful, so much fun. Some of them were just a hoot.
A hoot.
I would have to say I have a couple, like handful that were my favorites that I just, every time we chatted with them, like I was like laughing so hard I was ready to pee my pants. Like they were just so much fun. Would you get off your phone?
I was looking up her name and I don't see it.
It's either Emily or Lily. I can't remember.
No, it wasn't Lily.
Well, you're fired. Anyway, amazing authors. So let's see. Funniest or most awkward author moment? I can think of one.
Mine wasn't with an author. It was with Henry.
Well, we're not to the narrators yet.
But that's what you asked me.
No, we're under author encounters and highlights. And I said, what was a funny or most awkward author moment?
I don't think I had like an awkward moment with anybody.
Or a funny one?
We had lots of funny ones.
I know.
All these
go ahead.
authors were super funny and fun and great energy. I don't know how they keep that up, but yeah. What about you? I know yours.
I know mine. So Holly Roberts, it was during one of our breaks during on Saturday where we got about an hour off where they closed off the room and all the attendees had to exit. And it was basically a lunch break. And so everybody was kind of inside and we're all kind of chilling and relaxing. A lot of the authors are decompressing or had gone up to their rooms if they were staying at the hotel. And Holly was laying on the floor, like to stretch her back because she had been on her feet. Like we had been on our feet all day yesterday setting up, and then it was Saturday. And it takes a lot out of these authors and creators to hours on end on your feet, meeting people, talking to fans and readers, and it takes a lot out of them. And she was laying on the floor just tried to stretch her back and relax her feet. And it was just so funny because I think I walked up and I was like, what are you doing? And it turned into just one of those hilarious, great, authentic moments. Mm-hmm. So I really liked that. So
There's been a lot of authentic moments with these authors.
yeah, they were just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So,
it was nice.
all right. Narrators and panels and live chaos.
So,
I'll put up some things you talk about your funny moment with Henry,
oh yeah.
or introduce the narrators, the 3 narrators that were there.
Oh, so we interviewed 3 narrators.
So I'll put them up. You can read them off. Sorry. Bordeaux.
The Bordeaux couple. So they're a couple that both narrate and they do a lot of duets together. They were great. And that's like their 4 books they're working on currently, but their website is amazing if you want to check it out. And she was just super lovely to meet and interview. It was really fun. And then the next one, that's Henry Kramer. And he's known for ACOTAR, as you can see on there. And he was super fun to interview and made me blush a few times during our voice interview with him. So I'm not going to release a spoiler. You'll have to watch our interviews to see why. But it was really fun. And then the last one was
Marco Catalano.
Catalano, is that his last name? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was super fun too. He has narrated all over the world and has so many and has done tons of stuff.
Well, he's done more than just audiobook. Like he's an actor, he's a producer, he's been on TV shows and in movies. He's narrated for products like jingles and commercials and stuff.
I highly recommend to actually check out his website. That's what I did, and kind of you can preview some of his voice acting or other things, which was really fun because he can do so many different voices. It was really fun to check out. So, and he was super awesome to interview as well.
All right. So I forgot. Here's Holly Roberts, the one I was talking about with my authentic moment with her laying on the floor. But here's some of her stuff right there. And actually, one of our upcoming episodes is going to be one of her books, which I purchased, which was Bitten by Death.
Yeah.
I know. I'm excited. So
it's on our TBR now.
So there's some of her stuff because we have been talking about some of these and I keep forgetting to it's hard being your own producer and the host and pushing the buttons and talking at the same time.
Who else did I have on there?
Oh, there's so many. So here's Rachel Renner. We already showed hers. We talked about Samantha Baca, which we held her stuff up.
So the nice thing about Samantha Baca, hers are really short reads if you want just a lot of fun ones, and
contemporary too.
And it doesn't matter. You have to watch my interview with her. She's such a lovely woman. I really enjoyed interviewing her. So check it out. You don't have to read hers very much in order, except for a few. They're kind of very independent. So which was really awesome because I bought 2 for Christmas that we're going to read.
Yeah, and then here's Holly Kramer and some of her work, which I believe, did we interview Holly Kramer? I think we did.
Anyone's that you have interviewed.
Yeah, we did. We interviewed.
So you would know and
then Des Sweet.
I loved her covers for her book. I can't wait to read that book. I bought 2 of her books, so I'm super excited to read those.
And then D.L. Blade, which...
She's very local.
She's local.
And she was right across from us.
And she was awesome. This wasn't the one that was across from us with the husband. That was a different author.
They were right next to each other.
Yeah, their booths were next to each other. But D.L. Blade, she was awesome. She was fun. Mm-hmm. And again, so friendly. So friendly, so welcoming. And then G. Servino, she... I interviewed her. She's amazing. I really enjoyed speaking with her. She's also local, local to my house, as in we live 7 minutes apart, or we're within the same 5-mile radius of each other. So Again, a lot of local authors that we're going to have to read their books and invite them on the podcast.
Yeah, she's very local, and she's up and coming, right?
Yeah, she's up and coming. She was really awesome. Really love speaking with her. So, all right, moving on. So that was.
What was your favorite? Did you learn anything surprising about audiobook production, or is there a moment that had you like that you because you interviewed two of the narrators? I only have interviewed one.
I enjoyed speaking to both the narrators. I interviewed Marco and I interviewed Bardot. I cannot remember her first name again. I apologize. I am so bad with names. I interviewed Bardot, voiceovers, and Marco, and both of them were extremely pleasant to speak to. Were very open and fun. Again, great just in-person voices when it comes to narrating. I thought it was interesting what each different author, we asked them what they're like. And again, you'll have to watch our vlog to get the answers. But like, it was interesting to find out what their like warm-up routines were before they go in and record, like whether or not they like, do rubber baby buggy bumpers or something like that, like to get to loosen up their voice, or if they stretch their mouth, or if they drink hot tea with lemon, or whatever their individual routines or meditation or whatever it is. I thought that was really interesting. I already know a lot about audiobook recording because again, I've been listening to audiobooks since they were on cassette tapes. Like my first audiobooks were on cassette tapes that I used to listen to in my car when my car had a cassette player.
Isn't that crazy? It's been around that long.
Yeah. So, so you're talking like the 90s. Late 90s. I started listening to audio. Yeah. I started with some audiobooks, and ever since then, like, because I'm a nerd and the internet is a thing now, I did a lot of research on how audiobooks are recorded, especially like when they do duets, are they in the same sound stage, and so on and so forth. And it really depends on the narrators and the production and all that. But I really enjoyed researching that on my own. So there wasn't anything surprising about it. It was more of just interesting what each individual narrator did for their warm-up routine.
Yeah.
So, all right. Should we move on to purchases and book hauls? Because I kind of have mine out, which I can read off all the books that I purchased.
Yeah. I don't remember you purchasing all these.
Am I boring you? Because you're yawning, which is making me yawn.
Sorry, I got like 3 hours of sleep. I was up streaming.
Well, that's a personal. You need to not do that on nights that we record, dude.
I probably shouldn't do that on nights that I work before too.
You're fired.
But
all right, I'll read them to you. You talk them into the microphone. How does that sound?
You read them to me?
I'll walk over and read off the book titles and authors, and you can relay it into the microphone.
I didn't buy it. You bought them. You should relay it what you bought.
Okay, well then you read them off to me, and then I'll read them into the microphone.
If it were my book,
I could take them all down, but then they wouldn't have the display. So walk your happy butt around, and I'll zoom in on me so they don't have to see your big butt in the way.
Did you just call me fat?
No, I did not.
Fuck right off, dude.
It's a good thing we're sisters and we know that it's all BS. All right, so here she goes.
You want to start with this?
Yeah.
So, Priceless by Miranda Silver.
Priceless by Miranda Silver. Which I'm kind of excited to read that one too.
Why'd you buy it?
I was speaking with the author, and any author that I had met that I wasn't familiar with their work, which there were a lot because there are a lot of indie authors, I asked them which they would recommend as a first read, and a lot of the authors asked me what kind of books I like, and I think that one's like Possessive Billionaire situation, and I'm kind of interested. And I think there's an age gap, and I'm a huge age gap fan, so I think that's why that one was picked for me. Once Upon a Pact by Ari Wright. I don't remember. Again, I met her. I spoke with her. What? Was that a free one? That was a free one that came in the swag bag. So that one wasn't purchased. That came in the bag. So there's that. And then the next one is Golden Wings and Pretty Things by Kaylee Knight. Is it Knight?
Kaylee King.
Kaylee King. And we have an interview with her, and she was absolutely a true sweetheart. I'm really excited to read her books and her covers. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. And she told me specifically that her covers, yeah, and it says to the sisterhood. She was fantastic. Her covers, is very particular about them. So she has a heavy hand in her covers on her books, and you can tell because they are all beautiful works of art. I loved her covers. All right, next author was Shade of a Blood Moon, the Hades, what is it?
Blood Moon series.
The Hades Blood Moon series. Is that DL Blade?
Yeah. And CM Walk.
DL Blade. And again, when I was speaking with her, because I wanted to buy one of her books, because obviously if I met them and they were a ton of fun, I was like, well, I want to support you. And again, this one was suggested, and I'm excited to read it. So, all right. The next one is one that Blondie purchased for me from Samantha Baca, and it's Blame It on the Blizzard. It's going to be a quick short one for Christmas time that we're going to read and review, I think.
Yeah, it's about two authors getting stuck in a blizzard together.
Oh, it's about two authors in forced proximity during a blizzard.
But they write very different things.
But they both write very different things. So that one should be fun. Now, this next book was not one I purchased, and it was not in the swag bag. It was actually it was gifted to me by another person at the convention. I can't remember if it was an author or an attendee. I think it was an author that gifted it to me, that they had two of them. And so it was given to me, and it's called Close Protection by, I can't read the name, Agatha Reed. I'm not familiar with this author. I don't know if this author was at the convention or not, but again, the amount of friendliness of the other goers to just walk up and give you a book, I thought was absolutely amazing. The next book that I purchased was Bitten by Death by Holly Roberts. It's her first in her Vegas Immortals. Oh.
That scared the shit out of me.
It's the first book in her Vegas Immortals. Oh, I can't remember what else it's called. Her series have really long names.
This is Vegas Immortals.
But it's a 3-book trilogy.
Death in the Last Vampire.
That's what it is. So it's Vegas Immortals, Death and the Last Vampire, book 1, and the first book is Bitten by Death. And so this is on one of our upcoming episodes, so it's on our TBR. I finished that book, and I basically had to read the rest of the trilogy. So I've already, in 3 days, binge listened to Bitten by Death, Seduced by Death. No, Bitten by Death, Kissed by Death, and Seduced by Death. So I read all 3 books in the trilogy in 3 days. It was fantastic. Holly, thank you so much for the recommendation. It was right up my alley. I loved the characters. I can't wait to film that episode and talk about the book. So the next book I got was Toxic by Nicole Blanchard. Again, another amazing author that we got to speak to and interview. She was an absolute sweetheart. Beautiful cover on this book. And a lot of the books, not all of them, but a lot of them had hardcover options instead of just the soft cover, which I really liked. So that one is also on our TBR. It's beautiful. It's got gold foil, sprayed edges. It's just a beautiful book. The next book was actually in the swag bag. It's the one on the table. It doesn't have to go, you don't have to put everything back perfectly. The next book was in the swag bag. This was the author.
What are you doing?
I'm taking it so I can read it. This was the author that won the New Author Scholarship Fund from Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat that was published. And it's The Soulbound Realms. The book is called The Light Within by Carrie Ann Jean. And I'm going to have Blondie hold it up. So this came in our swag bag for free. Again, pretty cover art. I haven't even read the back. I'm not familiar with what it's about, but it's definitely, again, quite a thick one. And we'll have to check it out. And we'll see if maybe it'll make it into our TBR in the future. Obviously, not every book we're going to do in the upcoming episodes are going to be authors from this convention, but quite a few of them are. We did Alchemist and Alchemy, Amethyst and Alchemy. We did that one. And we already did a whole episode on Lessons in Sin. So that's everything from my haul. So come sit in your chair, Blondie. Thank you for being our Vanna White.
Kaylee King has a Spotify list for each book.
Oh, well, sit down and tell them these things.
Old to be moving around on the ground like that.
I know, floor goblin action.
Kaylee King I interviewed her. She is so lovely, but it's kind of cool. She has a Spotify list for every one of her books, and she's very inspired by music. So that was very cool.
Well, and if you check our description box of any of our regular episodes, if there is a Spotify list that exists or a playlist that exists, whether it's from the author officially or whether it's fan created,
I always put it in there.
We always put it in our description box, always. Yeah. So always check our description box of our episodes if you want to, because I'll tell you what, some of those playlists are really good.
Yeah.
Like really good. So, okay. So that was purchases and book haul. Do you remember the books that even though you didn't bring them, do you remember what you purchased and what authors they were by?
So, yes, because we just talked about one of them. What was her name?
I don't know.
Des Sweet. So I got 2 of her books.
Here, I'll put up her info and you can talk. I think you got Underneath the Mask, right?
Yeah, and her Christmas one, the Christmas cover that's up there. I can't see it that well. I can't wait till our new studio. We'll have a big TV I can see it on.
I know. I'm excited for the new
old eyes.
I'm excited for the new studio too. So this won't be here forever. Yeah. This will be totally a different setup. And I think we're going to hold off on doing some of our third guest host episodes until we're in the new studio, I think.
Yeah, so it'll probably be in December.
It'll be starting in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. So in 2026 you can expect new studio and hopefully some guest appearances from some of these authors for their episodes specifically. So all right. Move here. You have to talk for a minute so that I can go look up that one wonderful attendee's name really quick. I have to go grab her business card.
Oh, okay.
So kill some time.
Sure. Let me. Oh, yeah. Well, we have to put that. Okay. She's just telling me what to do. She's not even in the room. So this is awkward, but the attendees, I did not realize that everybody brings these like little rolly carts.
Hold on, I got pictures and I'm back.
Why didn't she tell me to talk about it? And then she tells me to hold on.
Like holding the party down while I walk out of the room.
Carts. I was, and you interrupted me.
Carts, go.
Like normal.
Go.
Okay, I took a lot of photos of people in their carts, and it'll be a little short montage you'll have to check out on our pages, and with some wonderful attendees. And literally, these carts were overflowing with books and swag. It was amazing.
These carts were not a thing at the first romance book convention I went to.
When
20 years ago.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
They weren't even invented that probably.
Well, I'm sure something like it exists, but I'm just saying the one and only convention I'd ever been to for books before this was 15 to 20 years ago, and this was not a thing. if I'm going to give you a heads up, if you're new to a book convention and you plan on making purchases, I can tell you right now, go on Amazon, spend the 20 to 40 bucks, get one of these that are collapsible with wheels that they have the little 3 wheels on the back so it goes upstairs. You're going to need it because just these books that I purchased, like we obviously had a table with plastic totes, and a cart that we had moved all of our stuff in and out on. But if I was just attending as a regular attendee, I would absolutely have one of these, not necessarily pink, but then everybody decorated them. So they had
they were
author
decked
signatures
out.
on them. Some people had their author sign them. Some people had stickers on them.
Yes. You know, the coolest thing was,
Talk about some of the stuff that they had attendees had people sign.
so one of them had like a Yeti cup that had her favorite book, like pages epoxied onto it. And then she had all the authors writing on it. And then the lady that made it was going to epoxy over it again. So it was like she could take the author signatures everywhere she went. I thought that was just genius because you can see them every day. You can enjoy it instead of like, I know the books are great, but like you can't, see it every day or enjoy it, if you will, like the signatures. So I thought that was really smart.
Her giant Stanley, like 40-ounce quencher that she had.
Yeah.
It was cool as hell.
Yeah,
So that
so
was
cool.
one of them. Another person had basically it was like a 12 by 12 like hard art board that you would get at like Michael's, and she had put like Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat emblem in the middle, and then
Had everybody sign.
was having all the authors sign around it, and she was decorating it with stickers. Like, just again, it was so much fun, so creative.
But if you think about it, like that's the best way to do it as a board like that. So you can just hang it up, and because you can't see, all the signatures in your books.
Well, all this is the other thing. So because the authors are right there and you're buying the books from them at their tables, they inscribe them for you. So all of the books that I got are inscribed. Some of them just say to Mare, some of them say to the Sisterhood. So Pam Godwin, I do love what she put inside my Lessons in Sin. It was a little bit of my fangirl moment. So inside of mine, she wrote, "For Mare, forgive me, Father."
Oh, I didn't know she wrote
Oh,
that.
you didn't see? Like here, hold on. Let me take this down and I'll do a quick zoom up. Like her and like one other author had the best inscription. So yeah, it just says to Mare and it says, "Forgive me, Father."
Let me see. You can just. I love it.
And I did get to ask her like how she came up with this storyline, and I was unaware that she had attended a Catholic school. And the part of this book, do you remember the initial punishment where Tinsley has to kiss the feet of the crucifix on the wall for like over an hour? I'm asking. Oh, thank you. I'm asking you, do you remember that part in this
of
book?
course I remember that. That was one of my favorite.
So
parts.
she actually lived through that. Obviously not the ending of that scene where the girl has an accident, but she actually in the
embellished it.
What?
She embellished it for her book. I love it.
I know, but the fact that she actually experienced that and that was actually a real punishment that she had to do, I think that's why that one scene is kind of like, oh my gosh, it's a little shocking in this book.
Yeah, and I think it's
great that it's written from real experience. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's written from real experience, but it made the book better.
Oh yeah.
So that was my fangirl moment. So yeah, again, the intimacy with the authors in that way where they are writing you their inscriptions and they're unique like that. I think that made it really great when we were talking about signatures.
Is there any I regret not buying X moment?
Ooh, I kind of want to go to one of these conventions and not be a vendor. I think that's my only regret. Like, it was great to be a vendor and meet people, introduce ourselves and tell them about our podcast. Like, hello, if you were there and we met you, and I hope you watch this and give us a like, and leave a comment on what you thought of the convention and stuff. But think I'd really love to attend one just as a regular attendee with my little cart of books, of which I don't have a bookshelf for, but I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you? Do you have any regrets of what you wish you would have bought?
My red bag.
All right, so people weren't there. You need to tell us about the red bag.
It was just I'm kind of a Halloween freak, as you can see from my sweatshirt, because it's October 1st. I get to wear all my shirts. Hee hee.
Yeah, she's a huge Halloween fan.
There was a bag and it had all 4 of them and it was red and it just kind of stuck out.
All 4 of who?
All 4 of the main fall men, as I call them. So it had Freddie, Jason, Michael, and why can't I think of it?
So Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and
I can't remember the 4th one on it. Why can't I think of it?
I don't know who's the other famous like horror slasher movie from
Sometimes
like the
it's
80s.
the Scream guy that they put on him, but I don't know. Anyway, I regret not buying it. I went to the bathroom and it was still there, and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy it when I get out of the restroom. Came out of the restroom, and literally someone bought it while I was peeing. I was like,
what
are
you
you
get for
kidding
peeing?
me? She's like, yeah, they just bought it. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's okay. They probably way need it more than me. I have a bag issue too, so
I
probably shouldn't be buying more bags. My husband's going to kill me.
because you need more totes.
I need so many more totes.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I need more physical books when I listen to everything on Audible, and I don't annotate. Like I annotate on Audible because it's not a permanent change to the book. So I mark my clips and I put my notes in there on Audible that you can do when you do stuff like that. Like now I have all these physical books that the likelihood of me cracking them open and reading them is probably rare. It's more of just
To have. That's why I
to
think
have. And I think that's why, like, for me personally, I don't know how many more books I can literally buy without either getting rid of some or literally like just a book, like a library in my house somewhere. And I don't know where I'd put it. But if I could build my dream house, it would definitely have a cozy library in it. I could totally design my dream library. Maybe we should talk about that on an episode sometime.
probably not.
Probably not.
No, I don't want to know.
Anyways, other amazing attendees. So we met the lady that gave us the sticker pouch that we met on the very first day. Her name was Marsala, and she owns her very own eyeglasses boutique, and it's called iVenue, and it's up here. It's up in Westminster, Colorado, and her name is Marsala. And I wanted to give her business a shout out because I did go visit her because it's not too far from our general vicinity. And her business is incredible. It's such a cool eyeglass boutique. Like I wish I had a bigger budget for my eyeglasses in general because I wanted to buy so many that day. Like some of them are one of a kind. They're unique. They're absolutely beautiful. They obviously have a huge range of prices.
She's just fun though.
She was hilarious. She was
I think
great.
she filled her cart up 3 times.
Oh yeah, she had to empty out her little rolly cart multiple times. Multiple people did that. Multiple
3
people
times.
said that they went and emptied their stuff out to their cars or their hotel rooms and came back down to buy more.
Where did they put all of it?
I don't know. Maybe they have giant stacks in their rooms like I do that are just books that I have to figure out where to put.
Crazy.
Oh, talk about the redheaded attendee that we met. Again, these are in our vlog.
Yeah. I mean, you guys gotta watch. You'll have to watch our man on the street interviews. We just met some really great attendees. We met some people that were just over the top, amazing people that.
I kind of want to put them in a local book club where we can hang out and have coffee.
For sure, because they're so fun to hang out with.
Okay. So seriously, if you met us at the Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat and you guys are local here in Colorado and you guys want to get together for a coffee, book club, chat it up, like
Hit us up.
hit up our DMs, man.
We got you covered.
We will totally do that. I think it would be so much fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
All right. Moving on.
What was your top highlight of the retreat?
Ooh. I think my highlight was like the retreat itself. Like just the overall experience. Like I don't think there's any one thing that is like the best. I think the overall readers retreat was just fantastic. Like I said, the staff were amazing. The authors, the attendees, the venue was great. It was at the Hyatt Regency.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room to move around. It was well organized. It was well managed. I didn't feel like we were rushed. Like I felt like I was like, wow, this like you got a lot of time with every author. It just didn't feel chaotic. And I've been to other conventions that weren't book related, because I'm a total nerd. But I've been to fountain pen conventions, and I've been to trying to think of other conventions off the top of my head, antique conventions and other things like that. And they've felt busy and chaotic and rushed and overly full, and the venues were way too small for the amount of people they had. And this was probably the most relaxed, easygoing, fun convention I've ever been to. What do you think? What was your highlight?
I think my highlight was meeting such amazing authors. Thank you.
I know the sun went down, so we have to adjust the lighting. You're a little blown out there for a while. Just amazing authors was your highlight,
and realizing how many local authors there were. I really enjoyed that, and I plan on becoming best friends with them.
I'm really excited about the fact there's so many local authors because the main bookstore sponsor for the event was the Spicy Librarian, which is a local bookstore here in Denver, Colorado. And again, they had a beautiful display. Blondie has met the owner.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
she's lovely.
As soon as we figure out the logistics of doing an on-site podcast, we're hopefully going to do an episode down at the Spicy Librarian.
That's when we should do like one with a bunch of the people we met. We invite.
I don't know how many people. Not a lot of people want to have their stuff plastered all over for the internet to criticize.
I know we could. No, what do you mean?
I was just saying, as soon as we figure out the logistics of going.
No, I heard that part, but what do you mean they don't want things plastered all over?
Oh, you're saying that's where we should meet?
Yeah.
Well, of course, we can. I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the Spicy Librarian and like
having a podcast there. But like, if one of our attendees wanted to join us one time to review a book, that'd be a good place for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So random. Like
what?
Nothing.
You're fucking random.
You're random.
You are random.
What will you never forget, good or bad or whatever? What is something you'll never forget from the weekend?
I'm thinking. I mean, I don't think I'll forget the weekend. I think it made an impact on me.
There wasn't any one thing?
No, I don't think so. I think I really enjoyed doing the interviews with the authors, and we did a lot of the same questions for each one, so we could kind of see how everybody worked. But I think I would like to like sit down and talk to some of them and pick their brain on like how they like some like
their writing process in general, maybe.
Yeah, like their world, like how they build worlds in their heads, or what do they use? Like, I would like to get more in depth with them on that, but I just didn't have the time, right? Because we're doing like super short interviews with them. So I think that I would really like to do.
Yeah, I'd like to get more in depth with the authors too on like their writing processes. Like, do they, when they start a book, is it a lot of just random thoughts and ideas that they jot down and then they put them together in like an outline and write chronologically? Is it one small like drop of inspiration and then it just, as they start writing, it just like fills itself in and book basically writes itself? Like, I would love to get into the writing process of the inspiration and how they do it is how much research is involved. Do they throw out ideas to their close friends and family, and like whoever thinks sounds the most like whoever says that sounds the most interesting, is that what they go with? Because like I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Like the Big Pink book.
Yeah,
I really wish I would have read that first, because
read
the
it
world
first for
before I
what?
met her,
Oh, okay.
because I would have had so many more questions.
I know. That's why my list of questions so unfortunately we didn't get the opportunity to interview Pam Godwin, which I was really bummed about, because I had a whole list of questions I wanted to ask her. And basically I only got to ask, and it wasn't on camera, but when she was signing my copy of my book, I only got to ask her like 2 questions about her writing process, because it was still it was the end of our break time. They were about to let all the attendees back into the room. I was trying not to interrupt her alone time, but she had just come back, and again there was like 2 minutes left until they were letting the doors open again. So I didn't get to do a formal interview because again I had so many questions for her.
Yeah, bummer.
So, but anyways, all right. I think we're gonna start wrapping this little mini bonus. Not that it's short, but this bonus episode up.
Yeah, it was not short.
No. I can't see how long we've been recording for, but it's
It doesn't
probably
show us.
but it's probably been a while.
Oops.
So,
Anywho,
all right.
so we encourage you next year to.
Would we recommend this retreat to other readers? Sorry.
I have already.
Oh, well, fine then. I highly recommend this retreat to other readers.
We also got really inspired and met some other vendors for our t-shirts and stuff. So our Etsy store will be a little revamped and redone moving in next year.
Yep. And a lot of attendees suggested a lot of upcoming book conventions in 2026. Obviously, we're just a tiny little podcast, and we do have families and day jobs. So we'll see how many. If there's others that we can attend. I know there's a big one in Dallas in March or April that we were told.
That's right. We were talking about.
They said that they would really love to have us down there at that one. I don't remember the name of it, but I think attending as a vendor won't necessarily be a possibility, because I think to sign up to a vendor, I think that's already closed.
Oh, probably.
Because it's only like 6 months away. But if we attend, maybe we will just attend as attendees.
Yeah,
but
we
again,
could still
it's
do shorts for it.
Yeah, we could totally do shorts and mini episodes and that type, and like mini interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If not, obviously, if we're still doing this in a year, we'll be going back to. I mean, whether we're doing the podcast or not, I will go back to Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat
For sure.
I loved it that much that I would go every year.
Yeah, for sure.
So
if we get sick of each other and decide not to do this anymore, we'll still go.
Yeah, I would still go to that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think we'll get sick of each other, because, we are sisters.
I'm already sick of you.
Oh, fine. All right. Let's wrap this up. All right, everybody. Be sure to check out the vlog episode where you see all of our interviews with authors and narrators. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. Again, be gentle with us as far
We're
as
newbies.
We're newbies, and
I've never interviewed people I've never interviewed a person in my life.
Me neither. So there's definitely a little bit of cringe awkwardness going on, but
for sure,
just go with it. It's all good. It's us having fun. So check out that episode. It'll post shortly after this one will. And we're excited to see you for episode 20 that's going to be posting soon. Should we announce that episode?
Yeah.
All right. So our next episode is going to be episode 20, Den of Vipers. That'll be our next book by K.A. Knight. So be sure to check that out. It's a fun, sexy one. So that'll be coming up here shortly. So
all right.
We'll see you then. All right, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks for always watching us.